So welcome to our local non-league, and of course joining me as usual is of course Andy from Enfield. And Andy, a very warm day, first game of the season, and taking an early lead, but we end up taking the point apiece with your mate Cugs.
Yeah, you can say that again. The heat played a part today as well. No doubt it slowed the game down. You know, we had to have the regular drinks breaks, but it just took momentum out of the game at times. I thought for both sides really. You know, you had to concentrate because the way the game was going, you know, you could be, you know, sort of slow passing game, and then suddenly bang, you know, it's gone. And so concentration. But yeah, I think a fair result in the end. Two very good sides going at it. You know, I think two of the top 5-6 teams were at it today. You know, I thought we were even on chances first half. They hit the inside of the post, if you remember. You know, but we've had good chances as well. And I thought we were reasonable value for the lead. Second half, thought they got hold of the ball a bit better. Two wide players, Jackson and Daniel, started causing us problems. We didn't get as tight as we had first half. And they score where I think it might be foul. Then I think we should definitely do better. Ryan Kerwin needs to be more physical in the challenge, but then he's still got a lot to do, and it's a great finish, you know. But after that, I don't think they really troubled us. There was a lot of ball outside the box, and okay, they crossed him, but equally we were the same. And I thought the one that Kerwin flashed across, Sam Young's almost got to, and then Bilal's strike that took a deflection was definitely going in from where I was. So pretty even game, two really good sides going at it. Yeah, pleased with the contribution of the whole squad today. I think, you know, we had to have the bench right today, needed legs and energy to sort of cope with the conditions, and that's what we got. So yeah, I'm not too displeased. Clearly, you know, loved to have taken all 3 points, and I thought for, you know, first half we were going to do that, but hey, you know, we'll take
the big man ran himself into the ground, Jake. I mean, he was just everywhere.
Well, you know, I think it's no secret him and Cunnington have just come back from holiday, not together I might add. But yeah, Cass they both landed yesterday afternoon. I trust them to keep themselves in shape, but yeah, he was superb on it. I thought they were running scared of him a bit.
Absolutely.
You know, he switched from the 4 to the 5 and back again. He does it really well, and yeah, great finish. And then he just took a kick right at the end of the first half. Just got a bit of a kick on the back of his thigh, sort of hamstring, and I think he'd be all right. But he couldn't open up, so no point risking him. I thought he'd only do an hour anyway, and Kunz comes in and does pretty much the same job, you know. So yeah, really pleased with Jake. Great finish. What, I mean, super player, you know.
Absolutely. And I mean, their keeper in the first half, they pulled up a couple of saves that on another day he may not have done, and ball might have fell through a little bit more, you know, around the goal mouth as well from those sort of saves as well.
Yeah, one drop for Lyle, didn't it? And I thought he might have taken it first time, and he's tried to shift his feet and ended up hitting a body. That said, Macca's pulled off a great save with his top hand first half, and then even better one second half. You know, when they're in behind Ryan McLean, and he spreads his body. So I don't know what Neil will say. I guess if he's maybe even reflect on it, I think it was a pretty even game. But yeah, disappointed perhaps we weren't a couple of goals to the good at half time, but pretty even second half. Well, actually, probably shaded by that.
So what was any tactical change from you though when the keeper keeps pinging it out on top of your right back all the time?
Well, we knew that, so we worked on that on Thursday because Nathan Green was at Dulwich, and that's all Dulwich did, and he likes the class. All we did is we let Ryan McLean stay in his hole, drop Sam Young's across as many times as we could, because Youngie competes really well in the air, and we just put a stop to it. But it wasn't just that. They were aiming for Ira Jackson from any goal kick, weren't they? Or any time the keeper at his feet. And then the idea, I think, is Nathan Green joins and get beyond. And I thought we dealt with it really well. There was just a spell towards the end where perhaps Lyle was tiring, you know, the defensive side of the game. We don't ask Lyle to do a huge amount of that, so we just thought we'd change it. We got Blaze, Riley, Snow on just to get across and try and do the same job. I'm trying to get Youngie in off Cunnington, which those two link up really well. So yeah, it wasn't nothing particularly clever. We're just trying to shift the advantage, you know, as best we could.
I mean, the distribution from their keeper was incredible, though, wasn't it? He was finding almost pinpoint almost every time.
Yeah, but that said, I think Macca's was excellent as well. Macca's was booming it another, you know, 10-15 yards and picking out the right people and trying to keep off their centre of, you know, picking on the sort of the one that we thought wasn't so strong in the air, you know. So, but yeah, I mean, it's become a part of the game, Dave, hasn't it? You know, goalkeepers who can play ball at the feet and drop a ball in as well. So, so yeah. Yeah, no, they've changed 7 or 8 of their players. I mean, they're a different prospect now. They're still a they're still a very, very strong outfit. Probably, I would say, stronger than last year with the players they've got. I would say their front three is as good as, I'll say as good as ours, but as good as anything in the league. You know?
I think it's one of those things you take on, Folkestone early doors, and it's like, to come away with a point against them, and as you just said there, they're going to be a lot stronger this year than last year, and we may look back at it at the end of the season thinking, well, that's a point gained rather than 2 points lost.
Yeah, and what I always say, Dave, and I've said in the dressing room is, I put my head on the block. Don't lose to the teams around you. So I think they, like last year, they'll be one of the top 5 or 6 teams. Don't lose to those teams. And that's what we weren't so good at last year. We were taking care of everybody else in the bottom 10 or 12, but we were losing to. So don't lose to those teams. And they came and beat us here. We were on a great run, and they beat us 3-1 or 3-2 here. We made some pretty basic mistakes, especially with Adi Yusuf, the forward. But I didn't think we made those mistakes today. And we're just at the back 4 or 5, including Nathan, to see Adi Yusuf substituted today. They should take some credit for that because he's, I think he's probably one of the top 2 or 3 forwards in the league, and he's normally a real handful, but we handle him pretty well. So. And
of course, you look at it and think, well, look, it doesn't get much easier because bounce on now to Hornchurch, and of course
another tough one.
You owe them one, and from last year, so I mean that's going to be another humdinger.
No love lost there, but another season, another different day, But you're right, it's a tough proposition. They've signed really well. If you look at yesterday, they made another key signing with Kenny Clark. So it'll be strong. It's always difficult down there, but I think we're ready. Physically we need to be. We need to be right as well, but and then it never gets any. There's no straightforward games in this league, Dave. But I say when you think you're playing, I'm not being disrespectful to anybody else in the league, but I think Hornchurch and Folkestone are as they were last year, 2 of the top 5 teams. So I think we are as well. But really pleased with us today, though. Had a bit of disjointed pre-season. Haven't had everybody available. Even today, having to give information to Cass and Kunz because they've been away. Stuff we've been working on. What we want from us, but fair play to them. They're intelligent players and picked it up. And so take the point today. I'm not too disappointed.
I know you've only just been in there just very quickly, but I mean, other than Jake with a little kick on the back of his leg, I mean, anything else?
Not that I'm aware of. I need to go and find out. There'll be some tired legs for sure. Got 1 or 2 disappointed players who weren't involved today. That's always a massive challenge for a manager, but that's going to be a challenge keeping everybody happy. But hey ho. But no, not as far as I'm aware. Just be a few tired legs, I'd imagine, Dave. Tired minds, because that's hard out there today. That's really
we've seen the grounds have walked up and down just a minute ago. But I mean, he's got to say a word to the groundsman in this heat. I mean, it's to look out and see a fabulous green pitch is
absolutely fantastic. I didn't see Dave, but I saw Glenn when I got to the ground early today, and I complimented him. It's the best it's been in my time here, and to have kept it as kind of lush as it is. Top class. It's the best it's been, and you see the water back on it again. Really, really huge thanks to them. Fantastic, and huge thanks as well. Just while I'm on, I just said in there, the management team at the moment, we're a little bit stretched. We've got management team away. I've got a new goalkeeper coaching, but I've got a young assistant with me, Tommy Fester. He's only 24. He's somebody I met through my boys' Sunday football, and I just said to the lads in there, he's been an absolute rock the last couple of weeks. His ability to coach and his tactical knowledge, he's destined for great things as a coach and a manager at whatever level he wants to be. He's been an absolutely first-class help for me, and I just want to thank him today publicly because he's put a lot of effort into what went on out there today. I'm back to overseeing it. I've been coaching this week. I had to get the grass under my feet again. But listen, I love the opening time of the season. It's fantastic, and there's one of my mates has just retired from his day job, and he said a really funny thing to me. He said the other night, do you still get that childish desire to pack a kit bag, a sports bag, on a Thursday night or a Saturday? And I thought it was a great expression. I said, you know what, you just summed it up. I do still have that desire to pack my kit bag, get some. I haven't got my new boots yet, Dave, but just to get out there today, I absolutely love it. And the challenge today, the tactical challenge, been great.
So I mean, last question before you go and get a drink. I mean, yourself though. I mean, talking about your team, I suppose. Are you heading in there to go and see the physio with your wrist? I mean, do you want to tell everybody what happened?
Well, I fallen a bit, so I've got a sting under my watch strap, which I can feel. I've been trouble with my back. Believe it or not, I go to the old people's gym, and I've I've done something to bottom my back, so Mr. Physio has to keep getting stuck in. So I'm a bit, yeah. Apparently, my posture's all wrong, and I'm probably carrying too much weight. So I thought you're a bit stiff. The stress of this, it's going to kill me. But lads have taken a bit of pressure off me today. That was really good today.
Yeah, no worries. Well, listen, mate. We wish you all the very, very best
Thanks,
for the midweek, and speak again soon.
Speak soon.
Thanks, mate.
Cheers,
Bye.
Dave.